Chuck Jackson here, and the rain may be providing a little background noise. I apologize for that. So the dinette table, I didn't have kind of what I wanted to use in the way of material, so I just kind of faked it, gathering up various offcuts that I had in the scrap pile and some pieces from the fence that blew over, and and I just kind of pieced it together. And then I had this idea also of how it would be best supported in bed mode. And I know it's usually where you lower it down and then there's a lip on the benches that support it. But I also wanted to have a multi-purpose table that I could take outside, and it would actually have legs of its own. And so what I did, and I didn't film this part, but I took apart an old card table and cut it in half, and then I screwed it onto the back of this dinette table. And at the last part of the video, I've kind of taken everything and just kind of put it in place in the truck in order to test for the seating height and the table height, and to see if it was workable with enough headroom and that kind of thing. And I was at Walmart, and the cushions that I'm using there, as I'm just kind of staging it, are actually cushions for patio furniture, but they were about $23 a piece. So for less than $100, I had my first set of cushions. Probably not the ultimate cushions that I'll end up with, because I don't know how these would be for sleeping on. But anyway, that's where those came from. So thank you for watching, and I hope this is interesting for you. That silver bar there above the E-track is the French cleat system for the dinette table. So it is time to get out some tools. Yes, my case of screws is a child's jewelry box that was thrown away. And my toolbox is actually the case for one of the butane stoves. I'm attempting to make this table out of old fence pieces from a gate that blew over. So I've just been piecing together pieces of scrap on the table saw, and then parts of the fence. And now it's time for lunch. So here's what I have so far, just piecing it together. A combination of different kinds of wood and 3 fence boards for the dinette table. And it's all on top of a piece of 1/4 inch plywood. And then I'm going to use these screws here, because I have a lot of them. And I'll just use the socket on that thing from the back, coming up from the bottom, to secure all these sticks. I probably will use some glue. Okay, using a felt tip marker, I've marked off on the table where exactly I want these card table rails so they avoid all of the screw heads. And I have to drill another hole in each end rail so that each end rail has 2 screws securing it to the tabletop. And those will be secured with these, because that's what was holding it onto the card table before. And then I have to cut the legs off. See, this is 1 inch thick because I've added a 1/4 inch piece of plywood to 3/4 inch stock. But the seat bench itself is only 3/4 of an inch thick. So I have to use the little key clamp bases to mark off on the legs to indicate where to cut those legs off. Okay, I am losing my daylight here. This is going to hold us up in bed mode, or it's going to be by the lawn chairs out on the campsite. And it's all fastened together with these clips from the card table. Originally, it had a tempered masonite top, and these screws all were in that. So this is going to be a nice sturdy deal. So here it is next to the seat bench, indicating that in bed mode it'll make it level. And it'll be a strong foundation. So when it's in dinette mode, there will have to be a leg that comes down on the aisle edge there in the middle. And I found this old tripod to temporarily use as a measuring device. Just for starters.